Okay, so record. All right, thank you for hopping on tonight. We will try to make this fast and respectful of time. Okay. So, screen share. Now work PowerPoint.
Fuck,
Can you guys only see black?
You get it.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
There, it just came up.
Okay. Okay. So tonight I wanted to talk about posting to your, finding your brand and posting to your brand. And I wanted to target this because I know this is kind of hard to find and but can also help you find a mission for your posting. Okay, so for our discussion, I thought we would talk about posting. So
First one.
how is your posting? What are your strengths and where are your weaknesses? What do you guys think about that?
I think I'm pretty. I would say my strengths. I think I'm pretty good at sharing what I'm doing. I'm not very good at targeting posts like this is why you should be a coach or this is why you should do this specific program. I'm better at just sharing what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Selling, I guess.
I agree with that. I posted about coaching, the coach opportunity, and even it was good, but I wanted to delete it. I was I don't know, but I feel when it's just what I'm I don't know. I think workout posts are easier because people everybody can be inspired by that no matter what they're doing.
Right.
I think the market is much bigger because everybody likes, but I know that I need broaden it out. And then also I feel sometimes I start to get redundant, which I know is kind of the point, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Sometimes I feel I repeat material too much or people are like, man, she works out all the time. That's all I see.
Yeah, people are okay, I get it.
Right. You're doing this program and you like it.
Yeah. I actually feel I have the hardest time coming up with things that are not Beachbody related. I try to do at least one thing every day that isn't, and that's just about me and who I am and stuff. And sometimes I'm nothing really interesting happened to me today, but I still want to come up with something.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want it to be I don't want people to be that's all she talks about. So
right. I definitely agree with that. That can, especially if it's a day where well, my life wasn't very interesting today, so
or today sucked and how am I going to be positive?
Right.
When I was going on 2 hours of sleep this morning and I was I'm going to put about this, but I'm not really sure how to make it positive.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm cranky.
Although, I guess you could say that sometimes, because did you guys see what Anita posted today about Snapchat? It was cracking up.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't follow me on Snapchat. All I do is complain and talk about being gassy. And
I saw that.
she was don't follow me. But I'm sure that tons of people followed her after that. So
Right.
I mean, there's that.
Reverse psychology.
Right.
So that's kind of funny. That would be a funny thing to use and see if it worked. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Finding your brand. I have a little activity for this. So if you have pen and paper, that would be helpful. And we'll just take a minute to do this, and then we can kind of share if you guys want, and then
I have to go find a pen.
Okay. Okay.
That will start the rotation. I'm gonna go balls to the wall.
Also, look what I got in the mail today. So I got a fit pregnancy magazine, and then I opened this and I was this was a flyer in it, and yeah, that's Autumn Calabrese, and I was oh hey, active maternity. I sell that.
That's awesome. That's funny.
But I was pretty happy to get that. I was like, oh, Beachbody is doing their stuff. A good little flyer.
I found in the back office when I was looking for the business activity tracker, which I could not find on my own, but I did find it eventually. But I found like this spot where it's like each program, like what like magazines they've been in.
Huh.
And if I try to find it again, I probably will not be successful.
Right.
But it was super cool because it was like 21 Day Fixes and like fitness and like Shape magazine and like tons of stuff. I was like, this would be cool stuff to share because like the articles were really cool.
Right.
So maybe I'll find it again over like spring break or something. But it was really neat. They had each program and I was like, that's cool to show like how other people.
Yeah, it's not just us saying this is a good program.
Right. Yeah.
I was showing her, I got like a Fit Pregnancy like free membership or whatever to their magazine. And this came in with it today. It's a thing for active maternity with Autumn. I was like, oh, hey, I sell that. That's kind of cool. Nice promotion for me. Thanks, Beachbody. Okay, so I want you to make a little T-chart like this. So on one side it'll be like how you're similar to other coaches, and on the other side it'll be how you're different. And so take like a minute and just fill this out with things that come to your mind. And then I'll show you my examples that I came up with, and you guys can share yours if you are inclined.
Stop. You see this happening right now? Get right. Stop.
It's okay because she was trying to do this as well. Those are her paws. She's too short.
Oh my gosh.
She was trying to do that, and I wasn't letting her.
You're trying to eat the pen. Stop. Sit down.
Hi, Meredith.
Hi, I'm listening in. I'm gonna get more to bed, but I'm here.
Okay. They're doing a little activity real quick, although they might be wrapping up. We're recording though, so we'll explain it.
Okay.
You guys think you have enough stuff or a good list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Meredith, what they did was they made a T-chart, and on one side they put how they're similar to other coaches and how they're different to other coaches. So I'm going to read through the examples that I came up with for myself. And then if you guys want to share, you can. You don't feel like you have to. So here's what I said similar to other coaches. I want to help and inspire others. I want financial freedom. I've had success with Beachbody programs like 21 Day Fix and all those. I have little to no social media experience before this, and by that I mean like marketing experience. Obviously, I've used Facebook before, but I didn't know how to market myself on Facebook. And I love Shakeology. And then I'm different from some coaches, not all coaches, because I have experience teaching others, which sometimes I like discount, but then I'm like, well, I know how to teach. It's not necessarily teach fitness. I was a fitness newbie when I started Beachbody. I have a deep faith that God has put me on this track for a reason. I'm growing my leadership skills somehow every day, growing them a little bit. I'm driven, and I'm married to my sweetheart, and we're expecting a baby. So that's what I came up with for my, well, I'm different from some people. What did you guys say?
My, like, how I'm similar is, like, pretty similar. Like, I'm not going to read it. It's, like, amazing. But the big thing that I found that is different, like, with, I don't know. I'm just like right now, at least, like, I'm not trying. Like, I think that even if I made, like, a full-time income, that I would still want to keep teaching. Like, so it's, like, not even, like, down the road, like, something that I would, like, want to, like, replace my job for. But, like, I feel like that we're recording this, just by the way. I feel like that sometimes I have, like, a hard time, like I want to, like, build it, obviously, but I'm, like, not trying to, like, build it into a career.
Right.
At least, like, I don't think so. Like, I still want teaching to be my career. So I feel like that's different than a lot of even people who are working full time. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of, especially like when I like follow people or like people like higher up than me. So,
Yeah.
that's like was I think like the big difference that I came up with to a lot of people.
Well, I mean, and that's a good perspective that like you are allowed to do this and have a job, and like, people are successful doing that. There's
Right.
a coach at this Saturday in Louisville. If you guys decide to go, there's one there that's a dentist, but he's also like a 5-star coach or something. Like he makes big bucks, but he didn't want to quit he's a dentist. He didn't want to quit that.
Yeah, I know there's someone who was in like the next level of leadership training. It's a guy, so I mean it would be easy. You might know him, but he's like an NYPD officer, and like he still is.
David
Yeah, that's who it is. Like he was on like a call or whatever. Like he's pretty like up there. Like he could have quit, but he didn't.
Yeah, he's like a lieutenant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, Alyssa? Or do you want to share?
My similarities were the same pretty much. So for my different, I've actually been thinking about this a lot, about like some of my like physical and like medical things that have gone into my journey. And I've talked about the PCOS like in our groups before. I have not really done posts about it. And I just recently did my first post about like my balance disorder and how that's been a struggle for me with my workouts.
Right.
And I've been reading a lot of Anita's posts about her depression and anxiety and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people in my life know that I deal with that, but I don't really talk about it on social media.
Right.
I feel like those things could be an avenue for me to relate to a lot more people if I can figure out a way to do it that doesn't make me incredibly uncomfortable.
I totally get that. And I think it could be, but you're right. You have to find a way that's not going to make you super anxious or just not work out for you.
Right.
But yeah, I do think that you're right that that's something that you could use as your brand or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I've been thinking about it. I just haven't figured out exactly how I want to do it.
Right. Well, that's awesome. That's great that you've been thinking about that. Meredith, I know you didn't get to do that activity, but like, do you have any thoughts on your differences?
Zach, can you get it? Never mind, I got it. Never mind, I can't.
You there?
I'm dead.
It looks like she's talking because it's green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sorry, Meredith, we can't hear you. But if you type them in our group chat, we can chat about them. Okay. So the circle. Yeah, the circle. I forgot about that. Okay. So these are the things, obviously, that you want to target. Like, this is what's going to make you stand out from other coaches. This is what makes you separate from the pack. Okay, so how do you separate yourself from the pack? There are a lot of Beachbody coaches. There are a lot of people out there selling stuff. How do you make
Slow
yourself
drop.
a little bit different? And so
Slow drop, bro.
I like these fill in the blanks of the thing that differentiates me from all other Beachbody coaches is blank. And I mean, that could be any of your differences, be it PCOS or anxiety or I'm trying to think of one for me. I'm not sure.
I want to think about it more. Like,
Something. And then the reason you would want to work with me is because blank. And I like that one because I feel like that empowers you to have the confidence to really seek people out to work with you. The reason you would want to work with me is blank. And the thing that differentiates me from all other Beachbody coaches is blank. So maybe write those down for yourselves and fill in those blanks and figure out what goes in those blanks, because I would say that second fill in the blank is something that will keep you motivated and confident in what you're doing. So these differences are strengths for you, and these strengths are your brand. Okay. So promoting your brand. We see upline coaches who are doing amazing things and we copy what they do, right? But that's not your brand, that's theirs. That's the thing. And I do that all the time. If I'm like in search of a post, I go to like Anita's page and I'm like, what did she post about pregnancy recently? I literally do that. But I have to do something original. And we have to do something unique. Otherwise it's not us. It's not coming from us, it's coming from somewhere else. So brand yourself through your unique qualities. Use those to create your posts, to tell your story. Okay. So I was thinking maybe take the top five things that you're passionate about. And this is what you should post about. This is the story that you should tell in your posts. And I think focusing on these things will keep you focused on a consistent story, a consistent tale that you're trying to tell, or a story that you're trying to tell. I'm trying to think of a better way to put it, because we're not telling a story, but I mean, you'll stay more consistent with what you're posting. Okay. Be consistent in posts. We hear that all the time. Be consistent and make your vision board. But instead this time, put your uniquenesses on it. And I liked these 4 things because they really highlighted your uniqueness. Show your uniqueness every day. Be consistent in showing your uniqueness. Lead with your difference and focus on adding value to people's lives. So for the vision board, not just things on like what you want material wise or what goals you want to hit, but stuff like show my uniqueness every day, or let people see how I'm unique every day. So, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's it. So yeah, I hope that was helpful.
I like that.
Okay, good. I was hoping that would help us, because I know that I'm struggling with posting, and I see it kind of on our team as well. And I just think that creating that vision of what you want to post about helps you stay on track. So like, who are you targeting? And honestly, like, I'm struggling with that right now because I want to target, I am a pregnant woman, so that's my niche. But at the same time, a lot of pregnant women aren't really into working out. And so like convincing them of that is not necessarily easy. I don't
Well,
know.
and if they haven't done it before, they're
Right.
not allowed to start. So,
So, like, yeah, it's hard for them to get started. And what I have to offer is active maternity, which is, you know, four workouts.
yeah.
So, okay. All right. Anything else that you guys have?
You're just thinking, I think that, like, for what you were saying, it's hard too, because, like, you're not going to be pregnant forever. So,
Right.
like, people who are, like, following you who are like, oh, this person is, like, for pregnant people. Like, then you're not.
But I'm not forever.
Right. Like,
But neither.
maybe you're just going to, like, keep having babies, like, over and over and over and over.
Constantly pregnant. It's fun, but it's not that fun. I could do without the constant peeing. All right. Okay. I'll stop recording. I'll end on that note. With my
I like your shirt, by the way.
What?
I like your shirt.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Stop recording.